Okay, welcome back. I'm Trish. I've just picked a couple of questions out of the comments to answer today on NICOLA BULLEY. Okay, a lot of interest in the comments. People are still very, very concerned, still wanting to put the pieces together. Okay, first of all, I just wanted to do a quick read on one of the questions was somebody's concerned about Pandora's box, YouTube account being taken down, concerned about her getting too close to Nicola's stuff or getting too involved in the NICOLA BULLEY case, and all of a sudden her channel's just gone. So just having a little look here. Okay, I'm going to put these cards back, but I just want to show you what they say because I was still talking and I hadn't formed the question properly. And as you know, I like to get the question out before I actually take the cards. But just letting you know that it's saying favourable outcome, which tells me everything's okay, and just slowing down. So needed some time out to slow down a little bit. Okay, so I'm going to ask that question. You've got the psychic card fell on the ground, so I'm not sure if she's a reader or what she is. Okay, I just got here, time for a change. So she's just taken some time out, a couple of changes going on around her. It could be changes to her location, some kind of changes going on around her, and she just needs some time to do that. So I feel like she's okay. There's no danger cards here, mystic art cards, again, another psychic card. So again, it's telling me, yeah, there's no danger cards that's come out here. That's just one of my connection cards. So grounding and connected. Actually, in my other deck, this card is called connection. So this is telling me that I have a connection. Okay, so I can go now to my crime deck. And what we're focusing on here is answering one of the questions in the comments. So one of the questions being what happened the night before. So let's go nice and slow here. Okay, we're connected to NICOLA BULLEY's energy now the night before she disappeared. So the night before, we're looking at probably the 26th of January. So the night before she was reported missing. What was going on with Nicola, please? Nicola, what was going on? Now I am okay, just so you know, this is saying aggressive attack. Aggressive attack with a narcissist over something unknown. Now again, this is the card that always makes me think of that tunnel. Okay, this is called reviewing the facts. So this is indicating looking into something, reviewing something, getting the facts, finding out information, getting a true, accurate picture of something. So now what we're tapping into the energy of what she was doing the night before. Okay, it takes me a little while to get deeper into these readings. I've just come off some really light readings, so I'll get deeper and deeper as we go. I'm not finished with this question because these cards here are really standing out to me. They're saying aggressive attack with a narcissist. This is that male narcissist energy. This here reminds me of the tunnel. Everybody talks about the tunnel that Nicola was apparently put in. But we're talking the night before. I still, when I do the readings, I still feel like the next morning, I still feel like she did go to the river. I feel like it was her walking the dog. Okay, doesn't mean that she didn't have a fight the night before. Aggressive attack could be a confrontation, a word. Okay, so that card that came, I do have a confrontation card, which talks about a confrontation, but that card there was aggressive attack. Okay, let's tap back into the energy just a little bit stronger and let's go for more clarification. Okay. What was Nikki doing the night before she was reported missing, please? Please tell me. Let's tap into what she was doing. Okay, I can kind of see her on the phone. I can see her like she's pointing as she's talking. Like I can see her. I don't know if she's actually talking to somebody. She's talking to somebody is what I'm getting, and it's like she's pointing in a way, I don't think she's happy, like she's pointing as she's talking, but I don't know if she's like holding the phone with one hand or she's actually having a conversation with somebody. And that feels like maybe the day before, because it feels like the energy there feels, I'm not feeling nighttime, I'm feeling daytime there. Okay, this is the card of the accident. And see how that person there is pointing and talking to another person. I feel like that's kind of the vision that I just was given. And like see all this crap everywhere around, like something's gone wrong. Okay, similar to the vision that I was getting. I wasn't getting all the fire or anything around in the vision. It was like her talking to somebody and pointing as she's talking. But this card's making me feel like there's some kind of drama, chaos, accident or something that's occurred. It's called accident. That's why I said accident. I feel like it's more about putting out fires. Do you know what I mean? Like when something comes up, little dramas come up and you're putting out fires. Like she's trying to solve problems or put out fires or... Yeah, okay. So, yeah, let's tap into Nikki again, please. Nikki, the night before, what was going on the night before you went missing? Okay, just going to lay out some of these cards that have fallen out. And usually when they fall out in big groups like this, I don't read them because it usually indicates that not all the cards were important. It may have only just been one or two that were meant to come out. Okay. Now, if I had to look at this, okay, let's have a look at this from an outsider point of view and let's have a look what was going on. I'm getting two chess cards here. Two chess cards on that top line. Two chess cards means opponent or going head to head with somebody. Like I've got fists going on here. Okay, so I don't know if it was like a confrontation in like a physical form, but I am getting some kind, there was definitely chess cards means going up against somebody. It's also called planning and strategy. So planning and being strategic. Planning something. You're planning your next move, planning an attack, because I heard plan of attack. Maybe her opponent was planning her attack. That's why I'm hearing plan of attack. Okay, Wheel of Fortune. Now, Wheel of Fortune tells me that one thing, we're talking about money. Fortune, we're talking about money. And it's like you're thinking you're here, but actually the wheels have turned and you're here. So it's saying that I'm back. I've been reading for a couple of hours now. So the phone battery has gone. And that's the one that shows my card view. So I will just show you what I'm seeing. So you got to see this spread, this layout before the phone died. It also talks about the lovers. Lovers is about choices, two choices the lovers can indicate. Here it's called choices of the heart. So yeah, choices. She was facing choices. Again, I'm seeing like finances, the wheels of fortune changing. So trying to change. Okay, so looking at these cards, I'm also getting like the mask one, so not your true face. So it's like she's looking into things, looking for a missing puzzle piece. So she's found a missing puzzle piece. So she's putting something together, like putting a puzzle together. She's putting it together. She's trying to find that missing piece. She's planning, or somebody's planning something. This is the day before, but I'm seeing like the two people. So two people being the chess players indicate here. It's called implication. Could also mean that she could possibly have going to be implicated in something. And maybe she was planning or strategizing how best to help herself. So the card there is saying, okay, the two chess cards. So that's what I'm really drawn to talk about, the two chess cards. Chess cards indicate that you're having to think very carefully. It's a mental strategic game. It's about thinking and planning out your best move, thinking about what your moves is, what your opponents are doing. Opponents could be anything. Opponents could be enemies that she has, could be people around her, competing for the same thing. It can also be like people around her. It's like she's in some kind of opposition against somebody. It could also be like she's opposing what's going on. So it's opposing. So she could be opposing something that's going on. She's putting the pieces together. She's realizing that not all is as it seems. Here you can see with the mask, and she's putting all the pieces together. Now she's got a choice. There's choices to be made here. So it's like she's making choices on what she needs to do to not be implicated, because this is a card of implication here. So she's planning and thinking about her next move. She's thinking about what the opponent's next move is. Now, an opponent, as I said, could be anybody, but she's thinking about what their moves are, what they've done, what their moves have been, because you can't really plan what their moves are going to be. So she's having a look at what their moves are, what they've done, and then she's strategizing and planning her moves around that situation. It's almost like I'm getting, okay, somebody's done something. Again, I'm in this somebody, I'm feeling like it's known to her. It's in that, the regular culprits, the ones that we read about all the time, they're the ones. So it's like she's found missing pieces. She's found something out. She's discovered, or she's putting the puzzle together. She's putting it together. She's trying to work it out, what's been going on. And it's like she could be implicated in some way. So this is the implication. Okay, what I'm getting here is that because we've got two chess cards, you only really needed to give me one chess card for me to talk about opponents and next move and strategy. But you also gave me the implication card. Implication card talks about how she's involved, how she could have been involved in the situation, or how it makes her look, or what her choices are so she's not involved or she's not implicated in something. Okay, so it's not, so something has been truthful. She's uncovering something, taking the mask off and uncovering something. She's finding the missing puzzle piece there. I'm just trying to read these in every way that they could be possibly read. So it's like the night before is where she's, the night before, the day, even the day before, because when I had that vision of her talking to another person, it was a daytime thing. So she was talking to it, and then the cards validated with two people communicating, and one was pointing. So the cards validated the vision that she gave me. So she knew the day before. She was putting the pieces together the day before of something that had happened. Now, again, finances are involved because we've got the Wheel of Fortune. Okay, so it's almost like in the Wheel of Fortune, I'm seeing it as she's thinking it's one way, but it's actually another way, and she's like realizing or discovering that what's actually going on again with the finances. Now, that could be her, as I said before in some of the other readings, it could be related to her own mortgage and remortgaging herself and what's going on with that money. Or it could be something to do with, again, like her work, because I'm getting the money and the mortgages here again. So it could be something to do with work. Okay. Anything else you can tell me about what was going on the day before? She wanted freedom. She was thinking about her freedom. Okay, so why was she feeling like she needed freedom? Did she feel unsafe? Did she feel like she just wanted to get out? Why was she feeling like she needed freedom? The night before or the day before she went missing, why was she planning her freedom, and why did she feel like she needed freedom? Okay, this is called split mind, mental illness. The card that fell on the floor was the Emperor, which is the male, masculine energy, powerful leader energy, boss energy, a dominating husband energy. It's like father figure energy. It's like that strong masculine energy. But what I'm getting here with the split mind, mental illness card, she felt like she needed to be free from that. Almost like something's making her feel like she's going crazy. As I say that, I feel wrong saying it. I feel like I'm not saying it correctly. It's not coming out the way it's supposed to come out here. She was trying to get free. Okay, I don't know if it was like her own mental issues, like her own. And please, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying there was anything wrong with her mentally. I've felt her energy, and she has such beautiful, fun, beautiful. She's fun. She's fun energy. She's beautiful energy. So I'm not saying that, but I feel like there's something going on which she's needing to free herself from. Something was doing her head in. Like, this is all about the head and what's going on in your mental head. So it's like something was doing her head in, and she just wanted to get free from that. She just wanted to get away from that. Okay. What else can you tell me about the night before, please? The night before, you weren't missing. She was exposing secrets. She had exposed secrets that day before or that night before, just validating what I just read on that spread. Or she was exposing something. She was uncovering something. Again, different perspective. Different perspective, again, talks about how I talked about the Wheel of Fortune, that she thinks it's one way, but she's discovering that it's actually another way. So she's finding that there's things are different than what she thought. She's uncovering that, things have been different than what she thought they were. Crabs are also about protective energy. So crabs are the Cancer is also a protective energy. So again, she could have been thinking about her own protection there as well. I have a protection card, so if that's the case, it will validate with that card. Okay. What else is going on, please? Again, the Lovers. The Lovers card to me talks about choices. So choices, she's facing choices. I feel it's to do with close people in her life, that one. So she's got choices. Could be to do with her own relationship. Could be a relationship of a relationship, if you understand what I'm saying there. So it's like there's choices coming up around something to do with the relationship in her life. She's making a choice there. Okay, again, I've got the card of oblivious or unaware. So oblivious or unaware. So again, that's bringing me back to the Wheel of Fortune and the Cancer card, or the Crab card, which saying she thought it was one way, but it was actually another way, and she was uncovering the pieces. So she was oblivious, she was unaware, but she started to find something out. Can you tell me what she was finding out, please? What was she finding out? What was she uncovering? What was she exposing? This one just jumped out. Implication again. Implication as in who was involved, who was implicated, who would be implicated, moves people have made. So she was exposing something that would implicate somebody else. So the implication card keeps coming out today. Okay, again, it's chess. It's about opponents. It's about opposition. It's about opposing something, going against something. Okay, what was she exposing, please, Nikki? What were you exposing? What were you exposing the day before you went missing? What puzzle piece were you putting together? What were you putting together? Again, I've got safe and well here. Safe and well. Safety. So where we talked about, I felt like I had to talk about protection. She wanted protection, or felt like she needed to protect herself. She was worried about her safety there, because we've got the safety card. So it's like she was concerned about her own safety in this situation. Okay, what were you exposing? What puzzle piece were you putting together? What you were uncovering, please? What made you feel unsafe? Okay, what the card that's come out there, and I kept shuffling, nothing else come out. This card here is called Resilient, so stubborn, resilient. Okay, again, the Taurus, the bull, also talks about safety and safe and secure. So again, she's worried about her safety here, worried about her security. Now, this card here of the swords in the water, the shallow water, does come out from time to time in Nikki's reads, and it's like almost, I always call it the death blow. So I always call it like the final moments of, like, you see him really putting that knife in there, putting that final sword in, and it is the final sword. That's what this card's all about. That's why it was created. But she was concerned. She was really she was concerned. She was concerned about her safety. She was worried about what happened to her. She was actually, so I don't. Okay, what I'm getting, I don't feel like, where we had the oblivious card, I don't think she was oblivious to what happened to her. I feel like she was concerned that was going to happen to her. So she felt, yes, she felt like she was concerned for her safety is what I'm getting. So she was finding something out, or maybe she was around someone that was aggressive, like that narcissist energy that comes out on the aggressive attacks. And maybe she was around that, and she did fear for her life. She did fear for her own safety. I am getting that. I don't feel like that part was oblivious. I felt like what she discovered, she had been oblivious to what was going on around her before she started putting the pieces of the puzzle together. Can you tell me what area that is, please? Can you tell me what area of her life we're talking about here, please? Her death. Okay, this is her death. We're talking about her death and her safety. Again, we're talking about her safety around her death. Again, the Hermit card. This is the second time it fell out before when I read on one of the other cards, and I forgot to read this one. It says alone. Alone. The cards there are death, alone, and safety. Death, alone, safety. She felt alone, she felt unsafe, and she died. Or she felt like she was going to die. I don't feel like that's it. Because you don't actually think you're going to die. You can feel unsafe, but I don't think she thought she was going to die. I felt like she felt unsafe. She was worried. She was concerned for her safety. She felt alone. But she was concerned, and it is about the death. So where I've asked the question about, okay, starting to lose cognition, which is a good sign. It means I'm going in deeper. Okay, what else can you tell me? What else can you tell me about the night before, please? I'm still kind of looking for what area we're looking at here. What area we're kind of looking at. I might need to switch cards to get that. Again, masked, not true face. So I feel like that's like somebody not being themselves, somebody not being truthful, somebody not being honest, somebody lying, somebody pretending to be one way when it's actually another way. So let me just see if I can pull in. I'm not sure which deck I'm going to use to do this. I'm trying to see what area of life we're talking about here. So where you felt like you were uncovering something, you were putting pieces together around something. Can you tell me what area that's in, please? This is an unclear card. It's also my no card. So I'm pretty sure she's not telling me no, she won't answer that question. I think she's just saying that there were some things that she was blinded to or she wasn't clear about, and this is what she's putting together and exposing those things. Yes, but please tell me what area is in. Is it like relationship? Is it work? Please tell me. Death card. Death card again. Every time I ask this question, we get the death card. every time I ask this question. Could she uncovered something about death? Letting go. Letting go is also another death card. This card was created when a friend of mine passed away, and that was like a balloon release. Blue was her favourite colour. Actually, funny this card comes out because my friend in the dream that was sitting talking to me, I'm covered in goosebumps now. The friend that was talking to me in my dream that morphed into Nicola in my dream, this is the card that I made for her when she passed away. So this was me trying to hang on to her and trying to like balloons to go, you know, with her, and that like, and it's like balloon symbolizes balloon release and letting her go. But yeah, really funny that she chose this card. I'm also looking at all the red balloons there, a lot of red balloons. Okay. What I'm feeling, I can't get past that the death, this is a different deck now, so different death card, different deck. I can't get past, every time I'm asking, why did you feel fearful? What were you putting together? What were you exposing? What puzzle piece were you putting together? The death card comes out every time. And when I put it together as in she felt fearful, I wasn't getting the sense of her feeling fearful over her own death. That's not what I was getting, the fearful feeling. I'm wondering if she's found, okay, I'm going to ask, did she find something out about someone else's death, another death, a separate death? Was she uncovering something about somebody else's death? Just asking, I've never asked. Okay, because we do need to clarify. I don't know what it means, so I do need to ask. This is just a judgment card. Results, opportunities. Okay, let's get the question out properly. Okay, Nikki, what you were uncovering, was that related to, and I may be wrong, but I just find it weird that I've asked twice what you were trying to uncover or expose or put the puzzle pieces together, and the death card fell out twice. So I do need to clarify that and understand if it's your own death that you're worried about, or were you uncovering something about the death of somebody else? Justice there. Walk away, run away. Watching you. Okay. I kind of feel like I shouldn't, what I'm getting there is I'm not going to go further on that question. I hope that's okay. I'm just feeling a sense of non-safety there in that area. So I mean, it could just be mumbo jumbo. This is all allegedly. I've got to say, it's all allegedly. There's no facts here. There's no facts here at all. But yeah, I don't think I'm going to push that area. I was just hoping for a straightforward answer, you know, the mortgage card, the house card, the money card, the relationship card, the work card, something really basic to give me the answer there. But no, you just want to keep giving me the death card when I ask that. Okay, were you worried about your own death? Were you worried about your own death? Let's go there instead. So why you keep giving me the death card and about what you're uncovering and your safety you're worried about, was it you're worried about your own death, please? Similar. Similar. Okay, I can't go further on that question. Interesting though. Okay, I'm going to let Nikki pull through her own read here, her own question. I'm going to put together go through the readings and pull out all the times she said yes, that something was clear and accurate, and put it together in one video just to make it easy to try and get this picture. But there was things that happened. I lost one of the readings once, and then there was something that came up in that reading about, was somebody poisoning her or somebody giving her something? And it said yes. That was one of the things, but I lost that video. There was no sound on that recording. Okay, so let me ask that without using any names. Watching you, that card freaks me out. Sorry. Okay, maybe I can't go there either. Okay, where can we go? Allegedly, there's no facts here. Okay, let's go with what Nikki wants to talk about. Nikki, what do you want to tell us? Okay, we're probably around the half an hour mark now, so I'll wrap this one up. Okay, final questions for Nikki, please. Nikki, is there something you want to just talk about for today? Final one for this week. Walk away, run away again. Okay, what do you want to tell me about that? Freedom. She's trying to get away for freedom. She's trying to get away. What else do you want to tell me, Nikki? What else do you want to tell me about that? There was a fight. This is the fighting card. So the warring card, it's got factions at war, or going into battle with somebody. But she was trying to also get freedom. So she was trying to get away from that. She was trying to get away from it. Just walk away, run away from that. Is what she was doing. Okay, I'm feeling like here we go. The house card. This is talking about, she's just again wanting to draw me back to either the mortgage or the house, which she always brings that up, and the card of the unseen, which hasn't come out for a while, but something that she didn't see. Sometimes when I read this card, I read it as she didn't see the person that took her, or the face was covered, because this card comes out a lot in the readings when I'm asking about the actual crime, the actual time of death, or the actual event. So this card comes out usually then. But I'm feeling like around the house, I'm getting like something unseen. So again, it probably bringing me back to the energy of this whole read that's been like she was oblivious to something, or things that she hadn't seen or wasn't aware of. I think that's what she's just trying to tell me, is that she's worried about her. And again, that devil energy, we get that devil energy again. Maybe she couldn't see what he was doing. So I'm saying he, because I'm getting the devil energy. So I'm getting like she was oblivious or hadn't seen what he was doing. Like it was unclear. She was in the dark about it all. And I'm coming back to the implication card, being the chess card, and somebody's move. So she's seen somebody's move. They've made their move. She's acknowledged their move, and she's thinking about what she's doing next, what her strategy is, planning what her next move is around this, so that she's not implicated in the situation. Because I've got to bring back the word implicated, because that was on the card she gave me. She did not have to give me that card, because I've got two chess cards and both came out. So it does indicate chess moves and being strategic, and somebody's made a move and you've got to think about what your next move is. So that does come into play, but she wants to talk about her freedom. So she wanted to be free of it. She wanted to not be any part of that, whatever that was. She wanted to be away from it. Okay, I'm getting her talking about her father at the moment, but in a nice way. She said, darling father. So I'm just feeling less than okay, what do you want to, is there anything you want to say there? I've got the death card on the bottom of the deck too, by the way. Again, we're always being brought back to the house. So either the family home or the mortgage always comes out. Okay, because I can hear her saying father. So what do you want to talk about, father? Wrong direction. Mask, not true face. Implication, again, guilty, sorry. And split mind or mental illness. And stubborn, resilient. Okay, I'm not sure if they're related to father. I've never looked into the father, but I could hear her saying, darling father, and then the cards that come out there was wrong direction, implication, masked, or I'm just telling you what's coming out. I'm not actually reading into these ones. This is uncovering or mask, somebody wearing a mask, the guilty card, stubborn or resilient, and the split mind or mental illness card. Okay, so that's my reading for this week. I will see you again next week.